So the next level of that, and you could skip this if that's already enough for you, would be you're going to add a little bass line to that. So we're just going to play 4 black keys and a white key. If you happen to know your sharps, it would be an F sharp, D sharp, B natural, and a C sharp. If you don't yet know the letters or the keys, you're just going to play the lowest or leftmost of the 3 black keys. Then you're going to play the next black key with your middle finger. Then you're going to play the B with your pinky, which is the key that's just on the right of the 3 black keys. And then you're going to play a C sharp, which is the left of the 2 black keys, the left black key right there. So we have the leftmost black key of 3, the right black key of 2, a white key on the right of 3 black keys, and then the left black key of 2, or F sharp, D sharp, B, C sharp. So if you do that really, really slowly and you play just an F sharp and you hold it, and then you play a D sharp, get some really nice improvisation going. You can just make up anything you want. If you want to get a little independence of the fingers, you could start off with 1 note each. So 1 note, breathe for a while. 1 note, take a moment, just enjoy it. Then you could do 2 notes on the right hand, 2 attacks of the forearm, the finger on a black key, every time the left hand plays 1 key. So both play, the right hand plays, both play, the right hand plays, both play, the right hand plays alone, both play, the right hand. I'm going to do that again. Both, right, both, right, both, right, both. When you get good at that, you can either speed that up or you could try now 3 or 4 notes in the right hand for every 1 note in the left hand. And try to go as gently as you can, like you're tiptoeing on moss. Feel like your hands are really, really light. There's no tension or pushing in piano. The finger pads should just have enough contact with the keys, but there's no force. Then you could do 4 notes. If you are more advanced and you know how to change your pedal, you will change your pedal every time, or lift and drop your pedal every time you play a new left-hand note. But for now, if you're not advanced with the pedal, you could just floor the pedal and just go slow and softly. You could do 8 notes. Just fill that time with any rhythms you want. So that's a little bit of improvisation for those of you who might actually have some piano experience but haven't improvised much. The next lesson I'm going to show you is a little bit about the keys and the letters. In case you don't know those, you're going to know those pretty rapidly after this. So I'm going to try to accompany this with a sheet, a ditto that I've made. But basically, as I mentioned in the other video, there's 7 letters in the musical alphabet. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it repeats. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But there's only 7 white keys, really, and then they keep repeating themselves. So as soon as you can recognize patterns of how they look in relations with the black keys, you'll be able to identify any white key right away, and then you'll be able to start playing music just by seeing note letters. So I like to use symmetry to identify clusters of letters. So if you go A, B, C, and you keep going up, you'll notice that the C, D, E surrounds 2 black keys. So the white keys are immediately touching and in between the 2 black keys. And I like to think catch de egg. It's misspelling though, but you get the idea. And you can just imagine, 2 arms silhouetted and they're catching an egg. So these 2 black keys are the arms. So you have C, D, E, C, D, E. And if you say the letters out loud, and it's so important to say it out loud, so you can map that connection in the brain, not just in your head, you could do it all over the piano with good arm weight. C, D, E, C, D, E, C, D, E, C, D, E. You could do it backwards. E, D, C, E, D, C, E, D, C. If you can match pitch, you could sing it. E, D, C. And then you could do it in a random order. C, C, E, E, D, C, E, C, C, D, D, E, C, E, D, E, C, D. At that point, you're becoming pretty familiar with already almost half of all the white keys. And you could try to give yourself random letters to play out of that. So you could say, okay, I'm going to play ECDC, ECDC. Then we have another symmetry of the G and the A. So if you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, you'll notice the musical alphabet restarts at A, that G and A are the 2 white keys in the middle of the 3 black keys. They're kind of bound by them. I like to think of a baby whose feet are just sticking out, like stuck in a high chair. And then you can think Gaga, G-A. Or you could think of Lady Gaga straddling a black key, whatever helps you remember. So G-A, G-A. So going ascending, G-A, 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 G-A. You could try it backwards. A-G, 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 A-G. And random order. G-G, G-G-A, A-G, G-A, A-G, A-A, A-A, G. Then you could do a review of the C-D-E and G-A. So C-D-E ascending, C-D-E descending, E-D-C, G-A ascending, G-A, A-G descending, A-G. You can do random letters in that. So how about E-C-A, E-C-A, G-A-D, G-A-D. There's a lot of drill applications also if you have a smartphone or an iPad, tablet that can drill these for you as well. I recommend Tenuto, T-E-N-U-T-O, which is basically musictheory.net, which is free if you want to go online. And there's exercises to name these letters and get really fluent really quick. The last 2 notes that we haven't gone over, the 2 white keys, are F and B. And they basically are straddling the 3 black keys on the outside. I like to think of a field goal. You could think football, that field goal like this. So F-B, football, F-B, F-B, F-B. Then you can go backwards, B-F, 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 random, F, F, B, B, F. And then again, reviewing all of them, C-D-E, G-A, F-B, B-F, E-D-C, A-G. And at that point, you can start to spell words. There's a lot of words that use just A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like baggage, cage, feed, dad, deaf, adage. So I'm going to do baggage. B-A-G-G-A-G-E. You can also do other words, and when you come to a letter that doesn't belong, you could just say it out loud. So beaver would be B-E-A-V-E-R. And you could challenge yourself to jump around. You could drop on a random key without looking at it, and then look at it and be like, okay, that's part of the G-A, so that's an A. Okay, that looks like it's part of the C-D-E, so it's a D. For kids, you could say it's cloudy with a chance of meatballs, and you imagine their favorite food is falling down, a meatball. Move to one white key, be like, okay, that is part of the football, F-B, so that's a B. You can also practice these letters by just stepping up and down. Stepping is going to the note that's immediately adjacent. So you could start on an A for Gaga and go A, B, C, D, E. Just follow the direction of the alphabet. Or go backwards. E, D, C, B, A. Try the same thing starting with a C. C, D, E, F, G. G, F, E, D, C. You could try it starting with an F. Or we'll start with a G first. G for G-A. G, A, B, C, D. D, C, B, A, G. You can continuously go in one direction. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, then maybe back down. G, F, E, D, C, then maybe up. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So just by going, even if it's the same finger in a row, it's really going to help you. You can do little patterns like that, 2 or 3 or 5 notes in a row. Then from there, you could start to do some tunes. So if you want to do the Jaws theme, with white keys, you can do an E and an F. F, E, F, E, F, E, F, E, F, or a B and a C. B, C, B, C, B, C, B, C, B, C, B, C. If you want to do Rain, Rain, Go Away, you can go G, E, G, E, G, G, E, A, G, E. G, E, G, E, G, G, E, A, G, E. You could try that anywhere. G, E, G, E, G, G, E, A, G, E. I'm not much of a singer. You could also do that starting on a C and do C-A, C-A, C-C-A, D-C-A. C-A, C-A, C-C-A, D-C-A. And there's one more place you could start with just white keys. D-B, D-B, D-D-B, E-D-B, D-B, D-B, D-D-B, E-D-B. If you wanted to do Happy Birthday, you could start with G-G-A-G, G-G-A-G, and then C-B. C for catch the egg, B for football. So G-G-A-G-C-B. You can write that down and try to imagine it before you play it. Then again, it's G-G-A-G, G-G-A-G, but this time it's a D-C, D-C. If you wanted to do Joy to the World, you could just descend from a C. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Just going in order. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. If you wanted to do Mary Had a Little Lamb, you can go E, E, D, C, D, E, E, E. D, 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 E, G, G. And really the possibilities are endless there. So if you wanted to do a song like The Way You Look Tonight, G, C, D, E, F, E, D, E, F, G, F, E, F, G, A, G, F, G, A, B, C, C. So knowing the letters the key letters really help you, because then once you know what you want to play, what letters you want to play, what notes you want to play, you have a framework. And definitely when you learn notation, that helps. But even without notation, if you just know the note letters of a melody, you can start to play a melody with almost any melody in the world with just the white keys. It's pretty incredible.